Alright, what's up everyone? We're back out on the hunt again. Just hitting the local ones today. Now, I know it's been a while since we did a traditional game hunt, but we'll talk about that later on as we go along. But we're outside the first one now, so let's jump in and see if we can find anything to kick the video off with.
Starcraft, obviously someone knows something about that. 50 euro. Not seeing any games here. There's some amount of Blu-ray though. I'll have to have a good flick through these here now and just see if any of them are worth that in trade. Just look if there's anything worth that and we'll jump back in.
Alright, nothing for us in the first one. The two where we never find them, let's jump in and hope for the best.
Right.
Hiya.
That's still the same two from a few weeks ago. Still €5. Absolutely nothing in here as usual. Get out of here.
Alright, nothing so far. The ones where we never see anything, that second shop still has absolutely nothing. I haven't even seen a DVD in there in the last 6 months, but look, we keep going in because you never know. The other shop still had those PS4 games for €5 each. And then our first stop, lots of Blu-ray, loads to go through. We literally scanned every single one of them. Nothing really worth trading in. They were kind of a mix of €1 and €2. They probably did have a look at them because the ones that were €2 were the ones that maybe trade for 152 quid, and the €1 ones were trading for like 70 cents. So nothing worth picking up there. But we're going to keep going now. We're outside Jack and Jill. I do have some footage over the last few weeks. We did kind of get out and about, try to do something a little bit different. That didn't quite work out, but we'll find a way to sort of splice that in and integrate it into the game hunting, and then we get back to the game room because we've got a lot of catching up to do. A lot of stuff has come in over the last sort of month or so, so we'll get back there and have a look at everything that's been brought into the collection over the last few weeks. But we still have Jack and Jill here and one more stop to do, so we'll jump into those, see how we get on, and then we'll have a good catch up when we get back to the game room later on.
I wonder, are they old like Penguin and Batman figures? Let's have a look. I found a game here for the first time in a while.
€2, okay, yeah, go ahead. Oh, Christmas. Someone said the Christmas shop was open.
People are probably always wondering why I look through the books. We're looking for these. We're actually looking for Goosebumps, which we never see. It's funny. We might end up grabbing those, or sometimes you see like the odd little sort of game-related book or stuff. But actually, there's more Goosebumps here. Might end up grabbing a few of these. I don't collect them, but I know a few people that do. So for €1 each, we might just grab them and see if we can find a better home for them.
People, the only bag is left is that one.
Alright, okay. Someone got up 2 of them this morning. That's crap. I got that one anyways. Before someone got
Are we missing any more?
Oh, here, there. Put them under there.
I think we grabbed them all there.
Here's those, we'll have to stop going and have a look around. The profits will be down for over here or over there.
I'm not seeing any games mixed in here.
So a quick reminder while we're driving down to this next charity shop, if you're enjoying the videos, you're enjoying the out and about game hunting, please consider subscribing to the channel. I know I sound like a broken record, but it costs absolutely nothing to do. All it does is maybe recommend a few more of the videos, they pop up on the homepage. So if you're enjoying it, all you're doing is increasing your YouTube viewing experience. Now there is selling a subscribe right there. But yeah, really appreciate it if you consider it. We love seeing new subscribers in the channel. We've got a really good boost lately. We've got a few hundred subscribers in the space of the last month or so. So we're getting close to hitting 2K. I think we're going to set that as the goal for the end of the year. So would really appreciate it if you could contribute towards that. And the usual, throw a like in the video, drop a little comment, talk about something that you see in the video, blah 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 blah. Anyway, Almost at the last stop now. Let's jump in, see if we can find any games to round it out with. So it's our last stop. We're outside Glass Case Shop as it's known, but you never know, there might be something in there worth grabbing, so let's jump in.
Another one to the collection.
Mario and Sonic still in there. Have a quick look. Probably nothing here really worth grabbing, but I'll have a look through them. We have a few DVDs for the person. I'm just going to grab these 3 games. They're $2.50 each. Ones that we don't have, so why not? Oh. You know, we can't leave Mario behind. Let's go.
I know, it was a shocking attempt.
Mamma mia!
Look at this lad hiding in here. I have to grab him as well. Alright, so we're about to lose our battery here. Nice little haul in that last stop there. A couple of plush. We got this Batman jigsaw thing off camera. A few games. It was €12 all in. So let's get back to the game room now and we'll break it all down there.
Just popping to see X North side for a quick look. Look at this, lad. That's my returned, reprinted Twilight Princess HD. Still sitting there, hasn't sold. So buyer beware if you're up here.
So as I mentioned earlier on, the timeline is a little bit skewed in this one. The footage that you just seen is from today, which is my Friday, but for you it would probably be Sunday. And the footage that's coming up is sort of scattered over the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks. So just don't ever enter the YouTube matrix, lads. Just once you get in, there's no getting out. But like I mentioned, I kind of had a plan to try something a little bit different. I was going to do like one of these 20-euro game challenges where we try and build a collection. Kind of went out there a few times, found a few bits to kind of get it cracking, but really in reality I'm not going to have the time to do it this year. But that might be something that we do in the new year, but we're not going to waste the footage that we took. We'll jump into it now, have a look at the few bits that we got. We'll go back to the game room, show off everything from then and today, and as I mentioned, there's a lot of stuff that's come in here. We've got a blind box with some really nice games in there, a few odds and ends that I forgot to show in the last video or two. I had a birthday, so there's some birthday gifts. So yeah, let's jump into some of that footage over the last few weeks and get back up to the game room, round everything up and get ourselves all caught up and have a look at everything that's come into the collection since.
Let's have a look. Is there anything in the window? This Batman toy you see in every charity shop.
When I can get that thing. When I can get it.
Alright, so not seeing any games. A couple of UMDs, but I don't think these particular ones are worth anything. We'll of course double check, make sure we're not missing out on the DVDs and move on to the next one.
Alright, so nothing in that first stop for us. I was tempted to pick up that Stuart little 1 and 2 UMD little double pack. Couldn't find it in CEX, so if we couldn't sell it online, we wouldn't be able to bring it up there to get cash or anything like that for it, so I just left it behind. But it looked like it was selling well on eBay. Definitely a bolo on Blu-ray though. They have the Blu-ray listed on CEX and it sells for like 22 quid and trades in for well over a tenner, so definitely want to keep an eye out for on Blu-ray. But we're going to shoot down to the next 2 now and just see if anything turns up in those.
That's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
You have to do it.
And I found myself last cleaning out the bottom tracks.
They say it's loads and stuff in there.
Pretty shocking. $2.5 grand.
Alright, so no joy in stops 2 and 3. Not that we had our hopes up too much. I actually thought when I seen that X-Men Blu-ray trilogy we might have been able to get something for that, but it was priced for €3. We wouldn't have even got that back in trade credit or cash from CEX, and probably wouldn't have sold it for more than €5, so left it there for someone else. But at least we're starting to see a few bits and pieces worth looking up in there. We'll keep moving. We'll head up to Jack and Jill now to see if we can find anything in there to get the chance. Could be worth a fortune, I don't know. Not dealing with Funko Pops. Alright, so nothing in Jack and Jill either. We'll do one more stop in the one in Coolock that started to put games behind the glass case, so I doubt we'll find that in there. Actually, maybe it'd been easier going into the Chemist Warehouse and trying to find something to flip in there, but sure, look, we'll head down to this last one now, see if we can find anything, and if not, we'll just head out another day. You never know, there might be something in this one in Coolock for us. Actually, a few loose ones, but you can see why. 250. 250. 250. But it's good to see a few loose ones again. Still a couple in here behind the glass case. 750 for Mario and Sonic. 10 for Bugs Life and the PS1. I don't think there's much there for us. That sells for 8 CX. Yeah, probably priced around what it's valued at, so we'll leave it there for someone else and we'll have a look again another day. At the moment we're kind of just doing a few casual stops to the local charity shops just while we're out there doing a few errands on work days and stuff like that. So don't have too much time today to do a full hunt, but you never know, sometimes these are the days where we find our best stuff. So let's get out there into our first one and see if there's anything in there for us. And straight in here we've got 2 Xbox One games, Lego Marvel Superheroes and Dimensions. Not sure on the value of these, we'll check the discs anyway and then we can pick them up.
Five minutes later.
Okay, so we're up and running. Nothing too crazy to get us started, but this Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 CX sell it for €5. Worst case, we can get €3 in trade credit and get a different game for it, or else we can just get €2 in cash and get our money back for the 2 of them that we bought. This one doesn't have a barcode on it. It's not to be sold separately, so I'm not sure if we can trade it in. Maybe we'll lash the 2 of them up together and see if we can get a few quid back for them on adverts or something like that. Now that we've got a couple of games in the bag, let's keep going, hit the other charity shops, and hopefully this is the start of many games that we're going to find today. Actually have games, but look. All $5 each. I'm gonna check to make sure we're not missing out on value there, but €5 each looks a bit steep on these lads. The one time we go into those 2 shops and they actually have games and they're charging €5 each for them. The other 3 weren't worth anything, but we did grab this Rock Band 4. This is selling for 15 quid in CEX. It had an absolutely perfect disc on it. I think we'll throw it up for a tenner, see if we have any joy. If not, at the end of the week, we'll just bring up the CEX. We'll get our €10 trade credit and we can use that to pick something else out that we'll either keep for the collection or we'll flip to keep the budget going. But 2 for 2 so far, off to a good start. Let's head straight down to the next one. Oh, it's a beautiful day, lads. Nothing better than a few games in the bag and the wind blowing in your hair. Let's get electrics for 50. That is class. Well, you know.
much off of this Rock Band? €29 for a Rock Band drum set. We don't have the money in the budget for that, but I think that might be something that would be worth picking up on a normal day. Must look it up out of curiosity.
Must be held for 20 years before they can be memorialised or too inflexible. He tells us he'd be delighted to help the O'Connor family fulfil its wish to celebrate the late Dublin singer.
I think the rest of these are ones that were already here.
Wax sculpture and something really positive that we can all...
Again, we might pick one on a normal day for the personal collection, but it's probably not going to be worth that, but we'll double check it before we go.
To lend my support to it.
Alright, so even if we wanted it, it's not on sale until Saturday the 3rd of August, but I think €29 is a great price for that. I think someone's going to get a really good deal with it. Alright, so just doing a very quick pit stop into one here on the way home from work. No camera with us, just have the phone. Quick stop in, see if we can find that.
So just the 2 OG Xbox games in there. There was a few demos which we can't really flip around. At least I don't think so. Maybe they were worth something, I don't know. The 2 games are €2 each. They both trade for like 3 in CEX. There was no point in picking those up. And I think we probably have both of them at home. Definitely have Max Payne 2 on the OG Xbox. And I'm pretty sure we have Gun on the 360 as well. So not even...
something else I can help with?
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted. Nothing there for us. We're going to just...
Sure, I understand.
Bloody watches. But literally just doing a quick stop here in the 2 where we never see it, and because there was PS4 games here last week, so you never know, something else might have popped in. And then straight home. We're not going anywhere else. This is literally a stop on the way home from work. I'm wearing a jumper and a shirt and it's like 24 degrees and I'm sweating, so just a few stops. Over you fuck! But yeah, just a few stops on the way home, because like I always say, you never know, right place, right time, blah 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 blah. But let's run in and see if we have any luck in these.
One week later.
So we just did a sort of a last chance so they don't dip out the swords there. Popped into the Irish Cancer Society one there. Actually had games, but there was nothing in there that we could really turn into a profit. One of the Buzz ones sells for maybe £4, but worst case scenario, we would have only been getting about €1 or $1.50 in CEX for it. Sometimes the games are there about 50 cents, so if we were desperate, we might have maybe grabbed a few of them and turned a very small profit, but it's not worth the time and the energy trying to flip those for the sake of making €1 or €2. So we're going to head down to the other one now. Hopefully we see a few games in here. So none of those games worth anything, unfortunately. Scanned a few Blu-rays. The Simpsons one there, we'd maybe get £4 for, but it was $2.50 and it's a bit scratched up. So I'm not seeing anything else. We'll have a quick look at the toys. Jason Luigi was decapitated.
Fatality.
We might just get him for the personal collection. He'll look well on the Mario shelf. Oh, we almost missed this banger.
And we're back up in the game room now. Hopefully the footage wasn't too much all over the shop for you. As I mentioned, I had planned on kind of starting up like a €20 game challenge series, and I was trying to kind of get some footage together to get a couple of episodes in there, but sort of realised that we're not going to have the time to do it this year. There's a lot happening between now and the end of the year, but we'll probably revisit that as a new series in the new year. But for now, let's just go through everything that we picked up in this video, and then as I mentioned, we've a lot of stuff to catch up on that's on the floor in the game room here, so we'll go through all that as well. So just to mess with your heads even more, I'm going to show the pickups in a completely different kind of order. So I'm going to go back in my head to the furthest back, not in the video, but in actual time when we picked. I told you lads, the YouTube matrix, it's messed up. So these first 3 games we originally picked up with the intent of trying to flip to build our game collection budget. Got the 2 Xbox One games in the charity shop for €1 each, Lego Dimensions and Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2. I think as we speak now, I think I have both of these actually listed on adverts. I don't know what I have them up for. I think I was looking for a tenner for Dimensions, maybe a $5 for Marvel Super Heroes. See, maybe we'll just do the 2 of them for a tenner for someone who watches the video. So if you're interested in those, throw an offer in over on adverts. There'll be a link in the description for the advert store anyway. And then we also grabbed this Rock Band 4 for a $5. I mentioned in the video, this disc is absolutely immaculate. It has never been played. It sells for 15 in CEX. We can probably get a tenner trade credit for it. Again, we have it listed for a tenner. If we can get the cash for it, great. If not, we'd probably just bring it up to CEX, trade it in, and get something nice out of it then. And then as part of what was supposed to be that original series, we didn't pick up any more games. The only other thing that I actually picked up while we were out and about was towards the end of the actual video, but like I said, in reality, it was a few weeks ago. But was this Bowser figure. Now, I think for €3, this was a really good pickup. These kind of sell on eBay for about 15 quid used. It's in really nice condition, just needs like a little bit of a wipe down and a bit of a clean up. Kind of a bulky item to get into the shrine there, but as I've mentioned in the last 65 videos, I've been meaning to redesign the shrines there anyway, so I'm sure this will be a nice addition in there, and we'll find a really nice place for when we finally get around to doing that. But yeah, for €3, that was a pretty cool pickup. And then in the last actual stop yesterday, we picked up a few bits, got a few games here, a few DVDs for the personal collection. We ended up getting like a Batman jigsaw, a couple of plush. We just grabbed these. They were priced at £2 and £2.50 each. This Toka race driver, going back through the footage, I must have left this behind about 3 times. It's probably only worth about €1. The disc is actually alright on it, it's grand. Unfortunately, there's no manual, but it's a game that we don't have for the PS2, so it's that long since we picked a few games up while we were out and about hunting. I just thought, why not? Mercenaries on the Xbox One, I've actually been meaning to check if we have this one, and we actually do. Unbelievable. We own about 25 OG Xbox games. I mentioned how I rarely see them when I'm out and about, so I normally pick them up. And I end up picking one up that we already have. Now this one does have the manual in there, so I'll have to check if the one I have is complete. And this is actually a really nice disc as well, so like I always say, silver line, and maybe we can upgrade our copy to a nicer one, and then we can add this to like a giveaway bundle, or maybe it's worth something in trade. Like I said, I just picked it up to have it. I wasn't picking it up to flip or anything like that. And then got this copy of 007 Knifefighter. Now it is a platinum on the PS2, but again, we have it I think on the... Yeah, we have it on the GameCube, but don't have it on the PS2. The top of the disc didn't really look too great, but the back of the disc is absolutely perfect, and there's a really nice manual in there as well. And then when they were all ringing up, they ended up just ringing up the 3 DVDs and the 3 games. It's like 6 DVDs. And in the Vincent shops, they do a multi-buy I've mentioned before, where it's buy 2, get 1 free. So it worked out at €4 for all 6. So I think these games worked out at like, I don't know, less than €1 each for these games. So for that price, you can't go wrong. And then we seen 2 plush while we were in there. Had to grab this little Mario fella. I actually never even looked to see if he's on like an original tag or anything like that. I don't think he is. Maybe it was cut off. I don't think so. So he is actually, looking at him now, he is a little bit of a derpy one. But look, can't leave poor old Mario there. And then something you don't see every day is the old Eggman from Sonic the Hedgehog. This is on an official Sonic the Hedgehog plush. I wonder if this actually from the movie or something like that. Does it have a year? It's by Jack's Europe anyway, so, and yeah, 2021, so maybe it's from the movie, but I said we have an actual little Sonic plush over there, so that's one that will sit on the shelf with the Sonic and the Mega Drive and the Master System and a few little Sega bits that we'll have. We'll do that little corner up maybe, and I'll throw in some little B-roll here and now of what we've ended up doing with it. But again, for €2, had to pick that up. And then just, it was actually Mrs. Retro Games Ireland spotted this one, this Batman 1,000 piece puzzle. It's actually like a proper Ravensburg puzzle, so I know the 500,000 piece puzzles are maybe about 15 quid. Kind of picked it up because it was only €4. It's sealed, so you're guaranteed that all the pieces are in there, which is the biggest gamble of your life when you pick up jigsaws in charity shops, is that you never know if all the pieces are in there. But yeah, I don't know if we put this together or not. As I've mentioned before, we don't mind the odd puzzle. We nearly murder each other when we actually do them. And yeah, I don't know, 1,000 pieces. We've done a few 500 ones. I'm not sure if we've done 1,000 piece one together yet or not, but I don't know. Actually, you can see here, oh, funny enough, it's from Pride and Joy Dynamite, which is my local toy shop.
So they sell it for 19. We could maybe flip it and get like 6 or 7 quid in profit. Maybe we could sell it for 10 or something like that. I don't know what we'll do. We'll have a little think about it, but we'll hold on to it for now. Yeah, I think that was pretty much all the pickups from the video. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff to show in the... Oh, fuck, there's the rain. I've got to wash now. Woo. Alright, we made it. We got the washing in just in time. I'm going to need a moment to gather myself, so jump cut. And then jumping back to modern day footage, but probably at the start of the video. Grab these Goosebumps books in the Jack and Jill. These were all €1 each. Now I know, is it the Horrorland that's a bit more... Actually, this belongs to the library. Jesus Christ. I bet not sell that, I'll be fucking shot. But no, I've sent a couple of pictures out to a few people I know who collect the Goosebumps books, so hopefully there's a few books there that they need, we'll send them on to them. If not, again, maybe we'll just list these as like a little bundle offer, so keep an eye on the advert store, or maybe we'll just kind of keep them. I've mentioned there'll be a few giveaways coming up soon. We'll be doing those over the course of the next few videos. Actually, I still have to do the giveaway from the last video. I'll post this one. This video is probably going to come out on tomorrow morning for me, so it'll be Sunday for you when you're watching this. So we'll probably leave it till midweek, we'll let that video settle, and maybe we'll do like a little live video, or maybe we'll do a short or something like that, and we'll draw the winner of the Metroid sealed game for the Wii. But yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll just keep them as I said and just throw the odd little book in with little giveaway bundles or something like that. I don't know. And then some toys. I mentioned that I had a birthday there a week or two ago. Mrs. Retro Games Ireland got me this class Link figure. I presume it came from like Smith's or somewhere like that. I actually am really impressed with the detail that's in this. I don't know if anyone has picked this figure up, you'll have to let me know, but like it comes with the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. I think it's like a Breath of the Wild figure, I'm gonna guess by the get up, because he's got the hero's tunic and stuff on him. But yeah, I don't know if it'll come across on camera or not, but really nice detail in that figure. And now I'm kind of caught in that whole, do I keep it on cards like all my amiibos and stuff that I have there, or is this something that I should probably open up? Like, it is a little bit bulky, and some of these next few that I'm going to look at as well. So I don't know, maybe we'll go mad and open them up, because I actually think this will display really cool in the shrine there. I presume it's like a posable figure or something like that. So yeah, you can see on the back of it that it is. So we might end up opening that. And then her sister and girlfriend got me some amazing bits for the game room. I'll hold on to that one for a second, even though you've probably seen it at the bottom of the shot. But yeah, these two Super Mario Brothers movie figures. Haven't actually picked anything up from the Super Mario Brothers movie line yet, so again, like I said, cool figures. Nice to have them in the box. Whether we'll keep them in the box and whether we'll open them up and pop them out. Do you know what, actually, these ones, the Link is kind of in like a blister pack and it's sealed off the back of the card, whereas this is kind of just taped shut, so I don't think opening them is going to make too much of a difference. So maybe we'll open these out. We might actually use the boxes as like, you know, tiered things that we can put in the back of the Mario shrine. We can sit stuff on top of it, so maybe we'll open these lads and get them displayed in there. And then one thing that we'll definitely be taking out of the box, because there's no use inside it, is this Super Mario desk organizer. So this is actually pretty cool. I kind of flicked it open very quickly, but I didn't really take it out to get a proper look at it yet. So again, I don't know if it's something that we put in the shrine, or whether it's, do you know, thinking about it now, it's probably something that we could actually use, because we have stuff all over the little desk. Call it a desk, it's more like a coffee table that we have here in the game room. So yeah, something like this might actually be quite practical. But yeah, you can see here it's got like sort of modular stacking stuff. It says it has a spinning function, so you can do, I don't know. I definitely think we'll find a use for it, but either way, it's going to find a nice little spot here in the game room. Going back a few episodes, I never actually showed this off in the game room, but I did pick up this Connects. Now, it's a pretty cool set. It's in like the original carry case it would have came in. These are actually probably a little bit more common than I originally thought. But there's a good bit of weight in it, so there's plenty in here. Jesus. But yeah, this comes with the original sort of guide to how to put them all together. It's from 1995, and it looks like most of the pieces are on there. So again, that's something that we'll probably throw up on adverts. I think we paid like 8 quid for it, so we'll probably try and see if we can get, I don't know, 15 or 20 out of it. So if that's something you're interested in, or something you know anything about, if it's not worth the €8 that I paid for it, make sure and let me know. But we'll probably throw it up anyway and see if anyone out there is interested in it. And I've had this random bag of toys sitting around the game room for ages. Now, I mentioned at the time that I picked it up because I could see this Mario lad in it. Now, I know it was €3 for the whole feckin' set, but this is a McDonald's Mario. It's from 2014 actually, so it's 10 years old. I presume it's probably from like Mario Kart 8 maybe, or something like that. I'm not too sure if it was anything else released at the time, but again, a Mario with a boomerang is something that we don't have in the Mario shrine, so we'll put them up here for now, and we'll find a spot for them later on. And I did notice, having a quick look at the bag, that there is a little Yoshi in there as well. So he's probably quite similar to a Yoshi we have, but You know the way we operate in, oh Jesus, you know the way we operate around here, we can never have too many little figures. And then going through the rest of it, I don't think there's anything too interesting. I'll hold it up so you can see it. If there's anything in there that you recognise, anything from like a little game or something that you follow that you think I've missed out on, let me know. Nice little turtle there. No, I do, he is. Scooby-Doo is actually pretty cool. I think we'll take him out and we'll find a spot for him somewhere as well. And then outside of that, yeah, I don't know, there's Snoopy, some film or something like that. What's this bleeding thing? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe we could like get a string on him and hang him out the Christmas tree or something like that. That's actually pretty nice. But yeah, anyway, lots of like random stuff in there. I do recognise a few of these lads, but I've no idea what they're from. There's Peppa Pig. This lad looks a bit ominous. He's like an Iron Man sort of fella or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, pandas, all sorts of stuff in here. So again, no idea what we'll do with them. Maybe we'll try and sell off the bundle of toys, or maybe we'll have a proper route through them. See if there's anything else we can save to put on the little shelf behind us. And yeah, again, I don't know. Probably a waste of €3 picking it up, but we'll find something to do with it. We'll even bring it up to a charity shop and we'll re-gift it back to them or something like that. And what else is there? I actually got a blind box. I'll keep that till the end. I have like a little, I say a little, it's a gigantic box that's got little contents in it. Used up some of the platinum points with the Nintendo account. If anyone doesn't know about these platinum points, I'm sure most people do, but it's not something that I see a lot of people talk about in pickups and stuff like that. Basically, when you log into your Switch, you'll see the Switch Online thing, and there's a section for building up like platinum points. So you do things like play an online game once a week, use your save data cloud. Every now and then it'll ask you to play like a SNES or a NES Classic game if you paid for like that online membership. And it'll throw out like game trials games and stuff like that. If you download the full game and play it, you'll get an extra 100 points, and then you just go on to the Nintendo store. Again, I've mentioned this before, but not a lot of people know that we actually got our own Irish Nintendo store. For years we always had to try and order through the UK store, which kicked us to the Europe store, and then the Europe store didn't deliver and forced us to go to the UK store, and then customs, Brexit, blah 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 blah. Eventually they sorted out and they gave us an Irish Nintendo store. So if for whatever reason you're not aware of that, check out store.nintendo.ie. I'll put the link down here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, go on there. I think it's like free delivery over 25 quid in Ireland. They do really good like Switch bundles and stuff like that. I think you can get like a Switch with the Switch sports game thrown in for like 299 quid, whereas the console only will cost you 299 anywhere else. And again, it's free delivery, it comes direct from Nintendo. But yeah, they have a little section there where you can go on and you can redeem your points. Now some of the stuff disappears very quickly, some of it's very exclusive, some of it has been in the store for years. So yeah, if you use it and you're familiar with it, let me know what sort of stuff you've picked up. But I've got some really cool stuff here that's going into the shrines. I've got some nice notebooks, stuff like that. I've never really shown off what comes in the box, so we're going to show this one off here. Again, nothing crazy, and just a few little bits, and then like I said, I've got a blind box of games to get into, and then we'll round the video off then. Now, having said all that, I should probably point out that ordering from Nintendo is probably not for the environmentally conscious among you. We'll never get this into the shop, but this gigantic box basically came, and all we did was use up like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 points, 1,200 points or something like that. Paid, as I said, you get free delivery if you spend over 25 quid, but if you're only using points, you still have to pay for delivery. But like packaging and delivery on this was like €3. So it's for absolutely nothing. Loads of free packing supplies if you're after those. And then the main reason, I have a couple of small bits in here. Let's see if I can set this down on the floor without knocking everything over. Yeah, the main reason that came in this big box is because I got some posters. Now, I've gotten a few of these before. Again, they're sitting around here somewhere. I should probably show them all off. Maybe in the next game room tour early next year, we'll do that. But yeah, again, these all just free stuff. All just came with using up the points. But it's pretty cool. These are, I think, a Game Boy Advance poster set. This Mario Kart Super Circuit. I'm trying to keep a hold of all these together because I don't want to drop them. I'm trying to keep these in good condition because hopefully we'll find somewhere to hang them up one day. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And then, of course, my favourite is this Zelda Minish Cap poster as well. So yeah, really nice to get a few frames and maybe try and do like a little bit of a rejig on the sidewall over there and get some of these hung up, because these are absolutely class posters, and some of the ones I have in the other sets as well are really nice too. So I think that's like our third set of posters now, so that's like 9 really cool posters that we've gotten out of it. And again, it's basically free. I realise I'm rolling these up and I've been making all sorts of noise on the microphone. Apologies about that. And what else was in this box? Something snuck out back there. Yeah, literally these were the only things that were in there, so a giant box. But yeah, I got this Super Mario Brothers Wonder keychain. Again, pretty nice. Something that'll go into the Mario shrine. I'm going to delicately try and balance it on in Mario's head there, which we were successful with. And then just got these because I can't resist notebooks. I think I've mentioned before how fond I am of like a notebook when I got like those Zelda ones and stuff like that. Loads of them are here in the game room. This, it's not really a hardback notebook as such, but this Fire Emblem Engage one, it's kind of like a soft cover, it's like a flip over one, but I know that's pretty cool. And then we got one other notebook here, which was, again, thought this might, well, it's kind of a half hard one. It's kind of, but it's sort of a little binder one as well. But we got this Paper Mario notebook. So yeah, like I said, all that stuff was free with points. Spent $2.99 to get it delivered. It was here in a few days, so you absolutely can't go wrong. So if you're not using those points and building them up, definitely get on there, get yourself registered and start using up some of these points, because you can't beat some free stuff for the game room. Yes, and then last but not least, we'll move on to the blind box. A mate of mine, Alistair, who very kindly donated the sealed Metroid game that I mentioned earlier on that we're going to do the giveaway for during the week. He was putting these blind boxes together for 50 quid. I jumped on it straight away because I kind of got my little fix of mystery boxes that have disappeared since the Retro Gaming Store finished them. But we'll get into this probably in the next video, maybe not the next one, the video after, but the Retro Gaming Store will be back doing the mystery boxes again. At the time of publishing this, I'm not sure if the places are all full or not. Maybe you should check out the website. I'll put a link down below for it, but the mystery boxes will be starting up again. But yeah, Alistair was trying to shift some stuff. He was charging 50 quid for these, and this was a really good value mystery box. A few bits in here that we're going to keep for the collection, and a few bits that we're going to bring up to CX and probably get most of our money back for it, so you can't go wrong at that price. But first thing out of the mystery box was this Retro Gamer magazine. I've actually started a subscription to these guys. You'll have to let me know if you're subscribed to them, if the service is any good. Literally just got my first magazine during the week. It was like a PSP special one or something like that. But yeah, I didn't get time to really read them. Loads of magazines there that I have to go through, but I do like the vibe of the Retro Gamer magazine. Do you know, it's got the throwback articles to sort of old games, almost like breaks them down and reviews them like the new games. I love the way they do like the advertising on the back like they used to back in the day for like modern retro game stores selling old games. If you're familiar with them, you'll know what I'm talking about anyway, but yeah, really nice magazine for the collection. And then getting into the games. Now I think these are in two little parcels in here. Yeah, I'll pull this one out first, and then I actually can't really remember what's in here. I know there was one game that I don't need that I was probably going to bring up to CX and get like 25 quid back for it, so. But yeah, first three games out, we have Battle for the Pacific on the Xbox 360. Don't have it. This is a really good one for the collection, is Crash Twin Sanity on the PS2. Now it is platinum again, but it's fully complete with the manual. Disc isn't horrendous in there, so definitely one that will pop into the collection there. Maybe have a game one day. And then Vin Diesel's Wheelman, which looks like he picked up in the charity shop for €1, but that's what we love to do ourselves around here. Actually, nice disc on that one and fully complete. So like that, 3 games that we don't have, so straight into the collection with those. And then there's another 3 games in here. A copy of We Sing on the Wii. We'll laugh, but I actually don't have it, so it's probably like a 50-cent game. Maybe this is an absolute banger, I don't know, but I think I've turned it away in the odd charity shop, but there's no hiding from it now, so we're going to pop it. Actually, right beside me here is my W section on the Wii. So we're going to pop it right. Actually, no, we're not going to leave it in there because I need to catalog all my games on the Gameway app first, and if I put them away, I'll forget about them. So we'll add it to the shelf later on. Another Wii game, actually, that we don't have, I don't think we have. No, we don't. Is this Monster Jam. You know me, love random Wii games. So this one's in here as well. We'll have a go with that. And then a copy of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now I might actually have a go with these. I don't think I've actually played. Have I got any of these on the... Sorry, now my PS4 games are right down the bottom here. So I have a few kind of first person shooter. I have a few of these Call of Duty style games, but I don't have an actual Call of Duty game on the PS4. So must actually pop this in and have a shot of it. I used to love a Call of Duty game back in the day. You could never really go wrong with them. If this one's any good, you'll have to let me know, but I don't know if this one... Where's my phone? Phone is here. We'll just have a little look out of curiosity and see if it's trading for anything. Obviously, some Call of Duty games, the older ones trade well, but I don't know if anything modern. Well, it's going for a tenner voucher, so if we don't like it, we get 10 quid of our money back. But yeah, I think we'll keep a hold of it and have a shot at that one day. And then I've got one more little bundle of games in here. I just realised now, I hope the guy didn't show off my address and that. I should look, we'll blur it out. The joys of editing. Oh yeah, so 4 more games in here. An absolute banger on the DS is High School Musical 3. I don't know, is this the one that I kind of had mentioned in a few videos? It was sitting in one of those charity shops and stores. They were looking for 4 quid for it. I don't know if it was this one or not, but sure, look. We'll have a look. If it's trading for something, maybe we'll get rid of it. Otherwise, we'll just keep it. We have to kind of get these games together at some stage. We're going to go for complete DS set. Why not go for complete DS set? But, you know. And an old brain training. I think I actually have this from like back in the day when we probably got the DSs originally. I think everyone had one of those games in their house. Again, we'll just I keep going to put them on the shelf, keep them all together so you can catalogue them at them. And 2 more games there. Gran Turismo 5 on the PS3. Again, I have a few Gran Turismo games, whether we have this one or not, I don't know. And now you're looking at the back of my baldy head yet again. We'll have a look later on and see. And this was the highest value one of the lot that was in there. This is the one I mentioned that I'll probably bring up the CX. Disc is in really nice condition. There's nothing stopping us from trading it. And it's a copy of Minecraft on the PS4. Now I think this will trade for decent money. I'll have a little scan over here. Yeah, CX is selling it for 30 and we get like 20 quid in the vouchers. So yeah, probably between this, 1 or 2 other small bits in there that we don't need, we might get 25 quid of our money back, and for 25 euro we get the magazine, 8 or 9 games that we get to add to our collection. So that was a really, really good value blind box, and thanks for sending me one over, Alistair. And so the camera overheated itself there, so sorry if that was a bit of a jar and jump cut. We were at the end of the pickups anyway. We've kind of caught up on everything for the last month. I was just saying how we were kind of out there trying to do a different type of series, which, as I said, I realised we're not going to have the time to do this year at all. So it was kind of just a little bit of a thrown together video. Hopefully it didn't affect your enjoyment of it too much. We'll be back out now with a week off work coming up next week. So we're going to be back out getting some traditional game hunting to do. We've got some fun stuff lined up. I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow, so probably bring the camera to that and do a little video from there. And I'm going to take a road trip down to Wexford. We're going to pay a visit to Anthony. You would have seen me talking to him at the Gaming Market. He's the owner of the retro gaming store. It's now known as Go For Games, featuring the retro gaming store, brand new store that he has opened in Wexford across a couple of floors. So we're going to take a trip down there, pay him a visit and have a look at the new store. So we'll do a video about that as well. So really can't wait to get down there and have a look. And yeah, like I said, outside of that, we'll get out there and try and get a bit more traditional game hunting done, get back to building up some trade credit and get some really cool stuff that we still have to cross off the CEX wish list. So can't wait to get back out there and start picking that stuff up. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks a million as always for checking the video out. Thanks to all the new people that have come along and subscribed to the channel. Thanks for all the likes, comments, all the support means the absolute world to me. Thanks for watching till the end, and we'll see.
She's left a little baby gift for that thing.
Oh yeah.
That thing. Sorry.
Oh, my fucking knee.